Hello Alchemy Divas, it's Lady Alchemy here again. Welcome back to a brand new video. Do perfume bottles matter? Well, yes, perfume bottles matter significantly as a marketing tool, and they share consumer perception. And I know they personally influence my purchasing decisions. How about you? Today's video is about beautiful perfume bottles, and I've chosen a selection of perfumes from my perfume collection to talk about their brand's overall aesthetics and overall feel and the pleasures of the juices inside. So we have aesthetics, feel, and content. You know, brands also include catchphrases, taglines, micromanaging. They're all things that they want their customers to relate to. But aesthetics is a whole bigger marketing drive. Yes, yes, yes. So when we come back, we will talk about the aesthetics of these glorious scent bottles. The first bottle that I wanted to share with you today and talk about is none other than Jessica Simpson's Fancy. Quite simply, and possibly the fanciest bottle that I own. Fantastic printing and embossing. Visibility of liquid is balanced throughout. Color of liquid, a slight orangey light coral tone, very inviting and very famous and fancy. It's really a very stunning bottle. So the aesthetics on this, I would say 10 out of 10. Just superb. Yes. Next, we have Dior Diorissimo. Now, this clear, heavy, elegant, fresh perfume with its very heavy lid. Now, this bottle manages to catch light effortlessly, even without any facets at all. You just have this gorgeous indentation, which is iconic. The star is the heavy lid and the heavy embossing again on the neck. So with an almost flat shape, whichever way this stands on the counter and faces, you can distinctly know it is a Dior perfume by its very sheer curves, the liquid inside, and the brand aesthetics. gorgeous. 10 out of 10 for Dior Diorissimo. This is my favorite part. I always love a good neck on a perfume bottle. Now, thirdly, Aura by Mugler. The Green Goddess Appeal. You know, Mugler takes the stand and crown when it comes to uniqueness, darlings. Green glass, or I wouldn't call this 100% glass, but there is glass somewhere in this. You have some metal encasings. The shape is distinctly talisman, supposed to sort of portray an auric heart in your hand. The liquid is a potion. There is an experience you get, darlings, when you hold this in your palm. From visual appeal to feel to its shape. Well, generally, this bottle automatically just lays in the center of your palm. And I believe it's been engineered to. Gorgeous. This is the EDP, and I do have a backup bottle. I haven't used her in a couple of months, and she's so precious. That's why. Now, let's move on over to our fourth bottle on the tray. This is my Dior J'adore Roller Pearl, darlings. This is something that I always keep and wear with flair. Yes, yes. Now, I have a backup bottle just because I find this to be the most satisfying perfume oil ever. So this is 10% oil. This is a gel-like. I can't help myself. Now, this is stronger than its perfume, darlings. If you know, you know. And, oh yes, I can smell that already. This is potent. This is gold. This is a heavy glass. The famous one by one thread of the iconic Masai collar. See that? And that unravels a glass dome, reminding the wearer what she is wearing. Sort of reminding the wearer of the opulence as it exposes the thick jelly juice. I'd love to do an opening, darlings, but I have about 120 perfume bottles and about 80 of them are still unopened. I don't know what problem you may call that Is that hoarding or something or rather? But we'll get to all of them. Trust me, we will. So the thick jelly juice, strong, EDP, the radiant harmony. This is a radiant harmony happening here of the jasmine, lang lang, and rose. So when you wear j'adore, as we all know, you wear poise. That's right. The word is poise. Yes. That is the fourth bottle that I've chosen that superbly demonstrates aesthetics. On the counter, superb, eye-catching, gold, luxury, long neck, lots of pride and glamour. Yes. And then we're going to move on to Alien by Mugler. Oh, yes, my love. The gem, the talisman, concealing the secret elixir. This is not pure jasmine bomb, which has been worldwide described as, no, that's a very boring description, darlings. No, this is bold excessiveness and two powerful notes, cashmeran and amber, brightened by the jasmine. This is not pure big jasmine as described. That's rather boring in description. This is a bold excessiveness of two powerful notes, the cashmeran and the amber, brightened by the jasmine. So this is a unique bottle. And rightfully so, it's from a unique brand. This perfume sort of has three revelations of a woman creative force. Now, the woman's creative force is a solar revelation. That's what I put to be the jasmine sambac. And then you have the mysterious revelation, which is the cashmeran wood, very mysterious. And then you have the enveloping revelation, the white amber. This is white amber. And the detail. Yes. There's not much that can be said about this, because you sort of get lost for words when you have this in your hands, darlings. Sort of like one must concoct words in their mind to describe it. You sort of go into a trance when you do. Gorgeous. Eyes, teeth, head, body, big tooth claw. Yes, gorgeous. And that's Alien by Mugler. 11 out of 10. One added point because I love what's inside. Yes. When we talk about pretty or prettiness, or when we are out and about choosing a pretty scent, The description of pretty always will be written in pink, and especially the aesthetics of some parts of the bottle. So this is Pretty by Elizabeth Arden. It really is a pretty scent. It's round, no sharp edges to determine sharpness. This is just a soft, rounded, pretty scent with a gorgeous, pretty flower. Gorgeous. And then we have this scent, which I've done a video on past couple of months ago now, and I will link it on the bottom. This is Dracula. So I've done a whole video on just this scent, which I will link, and it comes in a box like this. Now, from the Voyage Royal Company, from their Lost Fragrance collection, let's just go through parts of the boxes together. And now, there's the man. Lemon, mandarin, rosemary, and patchouli. Sense of lost kingdoms. Voyage Royal is an olfactory journey towards lost kingdoms, the collection of fragrances inspired by those men and women who shaped the history of mankind and changed its course forever. The world would not be the same without them. The perfumes of this collection wisely combine together power and nobleness, ferocity and intelligence, acuity and violence, just like the characters they represent. Oh, golly gosh. Okay, yes. Wow, I think they depicted Dracula well with this scent. Oh, yes, I'm the biggest and most valiant commander ever. My kingdom expands all the way from north to south. For hundreds of miles, I'm surrounded by enemies, but nobody ever marched on my lands or will ever do it. My name is Vlad Tepes III, Voivode of Wallachia and a Knight of the Holy Order of the Dragon, but people call me Dracula, the Impaler. I impale my enemies and watch them. Some people say I am cruel, but if you want to be the biggest, you can't have mercy. Yes. Okay. That was such a vibe. Right. Let's look at the bottle, which is why we're here. Not reading some 2,000-year-old century haunting story. There we have it, Dracula. So this scent is a rosemary powerhouse, darlings. And I wear this to layer. I layer this with a floral. And I love the bottle. It's a lovely, gorgeous column. Very noble. one would not assume or think this was a $50 bottle of scent. This is a nine out of 10, or 9.5. Dracula, gorgeous bottle, ribbed all around, sort of balayage in color from the top, darker down the bottom, expressing darkness, I suppose. Lemon, mandarin, rosemary, and patchouli. Gorgeous. Okay, the next bottle on the tray today, or on the side tray, is this gorgeous Versace Eros Perfume, with the gorgeous Versace logo, Medusa. Of course, this is almost coin-like, designed to stand there. Liquid will be visible from the side. So, with my role with Versace a couple of years ago, normally, as with every tester bottle on the counter, this would be standing like that. So all you'll need to do, if you were a customer perhaps, just pick it up and either try it, spray it on paper, spray it on your hand, or you could also flip the bottle. I just love that. I think a lot of effort and creativity has gone into designing this bottle. And when you flip the bottle, you can also get some information whilst having the Medusa logo continue staring at you, reminding you what you're reading about. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. Very solid, very strong, not too thin, thick enough to hold its contents. Lovely, 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 gorgeous, beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. And then we're going to move on to something that I adore, that I almost use as a sort of decor type thing, and that is Lattafa's Musk Sugar Plum. This is a sugar plum fairy with a distinct royalty exotic feel to it, darlings. This is gold rope, signifying what I imagine to be a gold cobra. What do you think? The glass-faceted top feature, which both add definition as you come down to the liquid. So this type of aesthetic is just superb, divine. And the milky pink purple liquid just feels soft and feminine to the eye. In fact, that's really what stood out to me, which sort of helped me choose. So you have the name, so you know exactly this would be a musk plummy based, sugary, sweet perfume. And then you have that to signify the aesthetic. And the gold is in contrast to both these two tones. I would say three tones. 1, 2, 3 tones in the same family. And then you have the gold, and then the gold outline. This is a superbly created, thought of bottle collection in this range. This is a Latafa range. And it's a collection called the Thameen collection. %80 volume. And there you have it, darlings. These are a couple of bottles I chose and put together, which I find very pleasing. And it helps me choose what perfume to wear on the day. What are your favorite bottles and your favorite scents that go along, that match these bottles? Do tell me in the comments. I love reading about all your answers and ideas and comments related to the video. I will link Dracula down the bottom. And thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet or are new, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It'll keep us all connected. Until the next video, have a lovely weekend. Bye.